So I just picked up my iPhone 17 Pro Max, and MagBak has sent us a bunch of stuff to check out in the channel today for Tesla, as well as their Elite case and their wallet. So we're gonna be going through that and see what the hype is about. These products were sent to us free of charge by MagBak. And those of you who are not familiar with the company, they have a large selection of cases and chargers for all of your phones. They make wallet, keycap. There's a lot of products that they sell. They also have a designated section for Tesla. We have shown you the phone mount that we're gonna show you again here today, as well as the rim case for Tesla Model 3 or Y, where it protects your wheel from crevasses. And during checkout process, if you wanna put a discount code Shiva Sapkoda 15, you should be able to knock some price down. This is the affiliate code. We earn a very small commission at no additional cost to you, which greatly helps us bring videos like this in the future. Thank you very much. Let's continue. So we have got the Tesla charger here. This is a fast charger that goes on a center screen. We have got the Elite case. So this is their very luxury high-end case, very, very highly reviewed. It also comes with the screen protector built in within this case. So we're gonna be talking about that. And then they also sent us a wallet that goes with the case. And this is a MagSafe case. This has magnets in it. And we're gonna be showing you our detailed dive like always. Let's do this Tesla charger install here. It is a pretty straightforward process. You get the actual MagBak charger that has a USB-C, and I'll show you where you can put this in. It is a strong 3M adhesive. They send you some alcohol wipes so you can clean the back, and then they send you the power adapter, especially if you have an older car where you can put this on your armrest. They put that there. If you have a newer car, you can just plug in the USB-C either to the back or to the armrest. But for older cars, this cigarette lighter port becomes pretty handy, and super simple process. So the charger goes in this edge here. As you can see, I have a little bit of a cover, but I think it'll still work. And essentially that is all we're doing, is installing this charger right here with the 3M adhesive in the back. So you just gotta prepare that edge. For me, I have a swivel mount, so I can actually take this out a little bit, and then I'm gonna be cleaning this area. So you can take the alcohol wipe that came with the kit and basically prep this area. Again, as I say, I have a cover. You may have just the bare screen here, which is even easier. So you just clean this up all in the corner and right here. That allows you to then take this and peel off that 3M adhesive. So after you peel that off, you bring it and you align this with the screen here. Mine is gonna maybe slightly off because I have that cover in there, but essentially this is your job to align this. And once you're satisfied with the placement, this is gonna angle slightly towards you, so the Face ID and everything becomes much, much easier. And especially if you have a system like mine where you have this swivel mount, it becomes even more useful. So you just press this down and then just hold it for a little bit and you're done. So now we gotta route this cable for the power. For me, look at it here, I have a swivel mount. If you don't have a swivel mount, you don't have to leave a slack, but for me, I have to leave a little bit of a slack so that I can continuously swivel the mount and rotate it, and you can put it on this gap here. So right here, I would route the cable to the back. Now, if you don't have a swivel mount and you just have a regular screen, this is what it looks like. The screen is gonna be much further back, and as you see, it kind of matches the back here, goes in nicely. And now I'll show you how you can route the wire. The same process, you go from the top here, try to hide it on the bottom, but let me show you where that goes. So I would put the cable through there, bring it, and then just keep hiding it underneath this area. So there's that opening. On the older cars, on the newer cars, you might have to remove this carpet piece a little bit to hide it underneath there. But basically you just bring this all the way through, and we're gonna be using the cigarette lighter port right here. Now there is a USB-C in there, but I wouldn't plug that into the USB-C because the power is not gonna be, the power output is not gonna be high enough for you to be able to support everything. So what you do is take this cigarette lighter port, plug it in right here, the plug, and then simply plug this in and kind of hide the wire here. And what you do is when you close it, it simply closes it out. You can do a little bit better wire management and hide that cable there, but this is not going to be an issue at all because it simply closes this out and you are able to just safely close this, especially if you take it a little bit back. But again, cable management, but this is now powered and you can use it. So the charger is fully installed here. This has a strong hold, so this is not going anywhere. If you look at it, it is just kind of built into the screen at this point and super strong in a very convenient location. And you can just bring your MagSafe compatible phone cases and just basically slap this in here. It works especially well with this MagBak phone case that we have been talking about today, because it just goes in and it just grabs into it. Like, you don't even have to think about it. You just slap this in and you can just slide it. Like, even if you are in this area here, as you start sliding this, you'll start seeing a super strong force. If you look at it here, my hand is literally being moved by this. So that is how strong this force is. And if I were to show you a little bit closer of here, like, that magnet starts popping out. But even if I was here, like, this starts grabbing it super nicely. So very, very strong hold on your phone, and you know that this is not going to fall off like some of the cheap chargers that are out there in the market. So this does an excellent job, vertical, horizontal. This does do a 10-watt fast charge versus the 7.5 watt that you get from the wireless charger here, but you can also go 10, 7.5, 5, just depending on your power need. It can deliver that. While we're on that subject, let's talk about it. So why not just use this wireless charger here? Well, you could, right? You could put it here. It is a little bit of difficult position to find that magnet sometimes, so it doesn't lock into its place, and it has a little bit of a difficult time charging. Plus, if you get any notification, it is down here, so it is out of sight, and you may be tempted to go look at it from here. So not to do that, it just prevents you from having to do all of that by having your phone in an accessible location right here, directly in front of you. Like a Waze here, this is a really nice, handy place for you to place your phone there and be able to see everything. Waze, of course, has a speedometer, so you can see the speedometer there, because the one on the Tesla gets blocked if you put it horizontally, but if you put it vertically, then you still see the speedometer on the side, and you have the Waze here as well. You have the Enhance or Test Logic and things like that, where you can use the mobile dashboard by putting that phone case there and be able to view all of your car data live from a little bit closer, and the screen is kind of pointed towards you. So if we were to toggle the autopilot, you see that the car is in autopilot. So one nice benefit about this is that you can unlock your phone with the Face ID from a driver's view here. So it doesn't mess up with your Face ID recognition while you are on the driver's seat. So it allows you to not needing to put the password or anything, because if I was to move away from here like any other charger would, it wouldn't be able to do that. So then that would open up your passcode screen. Now, one big concern that people have with this charger, and it's a valid concern, is right now I have a yoke. That's why you don't see the top arch of it. So if you don't have the yoke, you are likely not going to see the full phone, especially if you have a large phone like this. You'll still be able to see it, but you have to be a little bit, you have to do a little bit of work to see where your steering wheel position needs to be. You may have to lower it or increase the height just so that you can place this right so you can see your phone. But that is definitely a concern that some people have of not being able to fully see your phone. But at the same time, it is in a very convenient location. You may have to tilt your head a little bit to see it. Another thing is it does get into here like a little bit, but if you look at it, the drive mode, everything, from this perspective, from the driver's perspective, you still see the speed and everything that you need to see. But yes, it kind of gets encroaching onto that space, especially if you have a larger phone like my 17 Pro Max here. You still see it. It's kind of taking off that bezel here on the screen, but you are definitely, it is encroaching on that space. So just wanted to clarify that as well. So this is what the case looks like, and in the back you have the instruction on how to install the tempered glass protector. It's a pretty genius solution actually. The case itself has the application for the screen protector, and then there's a QR code. This is a 17 Pro Max, as I said. So we just have to open this case, and the cover for the case here, it opens like this, as you see there, and this part has the screen protector here. So that part is the case. So what we would do is, we'll talk about this case here in just a second, but we will take this aside. We are ready to take out our phone before we go ahead and install the screen protector. There's this beautiful orange. Now the packaging has the screen protector accessories. They send you the alcohol pads, and if we open this inside, we're gonna be seeing this microfiber cloth. Again, there's another alcohol pad, and this is to remove all the dirt, so we can clean this up using the tape here. Now, because our phone is a brand new phone that we haven't even removed this, our step is gonna be a lot easier compared to if you have already removed this or not, because you may have some dust. But essentially, you put your phone in this location here, so you want to make sure that the phone stays flat right here. So that's step number one. Looks like we are good to go. The phone looks flat here because you only get one chance to get this screen protector right. So now what you would normally do, in my case, as I say, I may not need it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you, is then you put your alcohol wipes and then basically clean this surface out. Then you can take the cloth and take out all that dust and then dry this out. So this is the dry pad, and it removes all the dust particles from your phone. It even says you only get one chance, so we have to be careful. So it asks us to unfold this. So it asks us to do this here and basically close this while pulling this out. So we're gonna close this, then we have to gently pull this out. There you go. So that's it. That's such a genius solution. Now we can remove this, and we'll be able to see that the tempered glass protector actually got installed here. So look at that. It already got installed here. So now if you still see these air bubbles, which you see here, you can kind of push them out, or they say to just leave it out for a couple of days. It may be even a couple of hours. This air bubbles should all go away. But if you are seeing these air bubbles, you can push this out here. Now, if you're like, I absolutely just want to use my phone, I don't want to see any of this air bubbles there, then all it takes is a squeegee. You probably have one laying around. You can just push that, like with a squeegee, or even with your finger, if you want to just do that. These are super easy. They make it a precise fit that goes all around the edge. So this screen protector actually protects quite a bit. And I'll show you here in just a second the final results, but you can just go with the squeegee to clean this out. Now, they pride themselves with the edgeless design, and if you look at it from the front here, you look at it there, the edges are so far out that once we put the case, we're not gonna be able to see those edges anymore. So it is gonna be a seamless transition, but it provides so much protection because it is so further out and covers a lot more. Now here's the case. We're gonna be putting this onto our phone here, and the instruction sheet here already tells you how this is amazing with the pinky rest here. There is the finger loop, the kickstand, all of this they already tell you here. You can also swap out some of this colors. So we're gonna show you how to do that here in just a second, but you are able to remove this. So if you don't like this black color or this buttons, you can change it to other colors that they send you some options here. It is a microfiber padded, and then there is magnets on the back, but let's first put our phone. So it should be a very easy fit here where you just insert the phone, and there you go. They do mention this, like if when you're putting the phone, if this sticks out, you just have to lift the case just a little bit, and then you push it in, and then it goes away. Because it is so tight, as I talked to you earlier, like it is so far out, it does that, where this is like, it might lift while you're putting it in, but not a big deal. You put this, and you can release those air bubbles. As I say, this should go away. And now you have got this case here. Let's talk about this case in a little bit more. Now let's talk about this case and do a deep dive. I've been using this case for about 2 weeks on my brand new phone. I waited to make this video because I wanted to make sure that it held up to my standards. It's not gonna be one of those videos where, hey, I use it for 2 seconds and this is great. This is not the case. I put it through some testing on my own, and this is what I have noticed after my 2 weeks of continuous use, and I use my phone a lot. First of all, the fingerprint and dust and everything, this is really good material. Whatever they're using here is great for repelling that. So even if I put stains here with the fingerprint, I can just kind of wipe it and then this all goes away and it dries up. So I really like the material quality of that because I don't have to worry about so much fingerprint and everything. And in the last 2 weeks, I've had my hand dirty and everything, and this worked great. So no issues here. That is actually a really great design choice. So first of all, that is what I noticed. I wasn't sure how much I was going to use this finger loop, and to my surprise, this has been one of the best features about this case here. This is a heavy phone. This is 17 Pro Max is a heavy phone, and having this finger loop here is a game changer because it allows me to just hold the phone here without straining my fingers because, as I say, it's a heavy phone, but putting that pressure on this loop actually helps. What I really like about this is that usually this is like a pop-up here or some kind of a thing that you fold out from the case where it is a metal thing. This is not it. This is a little rubber thing that you just push and it goes away. So makes it very discreet and easy to put away and easy to use. Doesn't hurt your finger while you are putting the finger loop because this is a silicone rubber here. So makes a huge difference. But this pinky rest here is also a really great feature because while I'm watching my phone, I can just put my pinky here, and unlike traditional phones cases where this is exposed, so it would be like this. If I put my phone, my pinky here, it is going to hurt over time because there is that area where this is rubbing against my pinky here and it is causing a little bit of a strain over time. But with this little pinky pillow, it is amazing what I can do just with this here. This also protects your charge port from getting dust. If you look at it here, this gets very dusty over time. I have had that issue where the charging stops working, so it actually provides that protection. This is the mount that they have where you open this. It has a magnet, so if you look at it here, there's the magnet there, there is the magnet there, and when you slap this, it just goes in and goes back and become magnetic. Now, you can hold your phone like this on the front, like a vertical, and this is quite strong, and then horizontal especially. This is no problem at all because this is super easy. This is a game changer for places like airplane where you have your tray table out and you can just put your phone like this and be able to watch whatever you need to watch. What I really like about MagBak is the simplicity of it. This is very much integrated within the case. You wouldn't even know this was like a stand that comes out like this if you didn't know this was a MagBak case. Now, the protection wise, this has a little bit of a raised edge. So if we look at it here, it has a little bit of a raised edge here that protects your camera. So it is a little bit higher than the camera, so it protects your camera in case this phone falls flat like this. It will protect your camera. It could fall and this will protect it as well. So protection wise, this is great. Of course, one of the biggest selling point of this is how strong this is magnetically. They have those magnets there, and let me show you that this magnet actually pop out just a little bit when you put it against a metallic object. So if you look at it there, that pops out. So that allows you to be able to hold. This holds, even because there's the finger loop in the middle, this actually holds onto the objects like your fridge or even car, anywhere you need to slap this to. This is a super strong magnet here. As you see, it pops out a little bit and it holds into its place. They do have a variety of options. So they got red here, they got the white option here. So if you wanted to do that, I think this is actually a gray option if you wanted to change that out. So a light white gray. I'm gonna be doing mine as a red, brighter color, where I can swap out this, I can swap out all the buttons and everything on the back and here, and it is pretty straightforward process. So the top one actually pops out by just simply pulling this in, and this one is free. So let's take out this guy here. So this is the red unit, and all I have to do is align this just like this, and that side is perfect, and I just have to simply push this in and this is good to go. So now it is going to be red here. Now let's replace this finger loop with the red one. So super simple, you just have to press from the bottom, and if you look at it here, this just comes off. You can slide this in through this opening here. Same thing on the back, you can slide this. Now we're going to bring in our new red loop with the longer part going towards the bottom here. So you just slide this in from the back and then bring it in here and secure this in place. This notch is going to prevent it. Once the phone is installed here, that notch is going to prevent it, and you just simply slide it. Again, that is in its place. This is good to go because once the phone is installed, this is going to be able to hold it in place. Now for this, we just have to push this in. If you look at it here, it pops out a little bit, and you're able to just put your finger, run your finger through, and simply remove this. And then you simply slide this into its place by pushing it from the side here, and just keep doing that all throughout. And you may have to align it, like look at it from the outside here, align this into its place. Super easy. Look at that. That is fully red now here. So if you look at it here, this is all good. These are all red. The phone is totally changed. Now here you go. The phone is in, and I really like how it looks with the new look, but that's how easy it is to swap it all out. Now this phone case is super magnetic that it can attach to any of the metal surface like this one. If you want to watch horizontal, vertical, you want to have that phone in your view at all times, you know, watching your favorite YouTuber. This is it. Like, you can stick this anywhere on a metallic surface, and it is really strong, so it is not going to fall down. You can open the door, you can even slam the door, and it is still there because this is really strong. Now, aside from the phone case and the charger, they also make cool accessories like this wallet here, where this is a MagSafe wallet. So you can just slap this into the back, and this is really strong. So you can use the finger loop, and as you can see, like, it holds the phone. Even if you shake it, like, it's not going down because it's a super strong force. So it takes quite a bit for you to be able to detach it. Of course, you can't charge it through here if you have all this stuff in there, but you can just remove this, charge it, put it back on while you are taking this around. You can still hold your phone and be able to watch things on your phone with the finger loop that they have in the back. So super useful, and you can use your credit cards. You can even store some cash in here. This is a pretty decent size wallet that you have. And as I said, be able to take all of this with you and store it on the go. Very minimalist, but also useful. Now, just like the case, this wallet is also magnetic, so it can attach to any of the metal surface, like this door here, no problem. And you can slap this wallet on the back of your phone case, and it still works. So even if you had cash or card here, the phone case still works, and it slaps onto any of the doors, and it is really strong. Now, this wallet could also serve as a phone stand for MagSafe compatible phones like this, so you can watch your phone vertically, or if you want to put it horizontally and put this as a phone stand, it works as well. So it's a pretty handy little thing if you want to just keep it on your phone like this. That'll do it for today's video. Please let me know your thoughts about these products in the comment section below. Your likes, your dislikes, any feedback you may have. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and come back again soon.